Have you ever wondered why game controllers are so weird? How am I supposed to play this? I don't even have 3 hands. The fuck is this shit? You know why I keep losing at this game? It's not because I'm bad, it's because of this fucking controller. You know what's the problem with all these normal controllers? Is that they are not intuitive enough. Why would I want to press fucking keys when I already have everything that I need right here, in my hands?
Hi, I'm Ionel, and I'm really bad at finishing projects, and time management, and life decisions, but I'm not here to talk about that.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was playing with my new toy. What's this weird shit I have in my hands that looks like a shitty glove with duct tape on it, you ask? Is it dangerous? Can it cause cancer? Is it useful? The answers are no, no, yes, and no. It's a shitty glove with duct tape on it. But apart from being fucking ugly, it also serves as a game controller. I call it the Wea Controller. You might think that this looks like a fun and entertaining way to play games, but it's not, because I'm struggling a lot to keep the inputs smooth and responsive. So why did I make this then? Well, I've been pretty busy for the past month, and by pretty busy I mean that the little free time I had, I spent it staring at the ceiling for 3 hours trying to figure out why something wasn't working on my project. I've been working on a lot of projects lately, but I haven't been able to finish any single one of them due to my awful 3D modeling skills, a huge lack of motivation, stupid ideas, and wasting my time playing League. But a few weeks ago, I was spending my usual 4 hours a day on YouTube when I encountered this video and I thought, man, this looks fun to try. Unfortunately for me, I didn't have any fancy mind-reading hardware and making my own from scratch sounded like a nightmare. Luckily for me, you know what I had? My hands, 2 neurons, a couple of unused sensors from old projects, and some free time. So I was like, you know what? I'll make a dumb controller. It can't be worse than this one. Here I am today with a piece of shit with duct tape on my hands that looked like a mending from a 20-year-old tokusatsu TV show. I have no regrets. I'm sure at least one of you will be wondering how does this work? And it's actually pretty simple. As you can see in the schematics here, I can't draw shit, but this game controller consists of 2 flex sensors that are positioned in my fingers that serves as your typical mouse clicks buttons, the left click being on the right for some reason, a 6-axis motion tracking device that I use for controlling the mouse movement, some infrared distance sensors that trigger any key I want if my hand is close to one of them, and this good old Arduino which is used to read the data of every sensor and send it to my PC. But wait, accelerometers, flex sensors, Arduinos, all this sounds pretty dumb. So where's the smart part? And I don't know. So let's get straight to the process of building this shit. I mean, the Wea controller. Okay, before starting this project, I was really burnt out with all the unfinished projects that I had. So I thought that maybe I need to work smarter, not harder. Spoiler, I didn't manage to work smarter either, but the intention was there. Since I didn't have touch electronics in a while, I thought that maybe this would be a fun and entertaining way to distract myself a bit. Boy, I was wrong. First, I couldn't find my flex sensors anywhere, so I started making my own flex sensors from scratch using some cardboard, aluminum, and this conductive paint that I never used for some reason. But after 3 hours of working on them, I found the original ones on my Arduino case, and I decided to use them because they were more precise. The homemade ones worked pretty decent, but now they are broken, so they don't work anymore. You might think that this was wasting 3 hours of my life, but honestly, I don't care. I think I've wasted way more time doing other things, so let's move on. Now that I didn't have to care about making sensors that I won't use, I started testing every other sensor. This was a really boring part, so I won't talk about it. Now this is the core of this project. The actual fight between all those flashbacks. The more interesting thing about this is the MPU 6050. which is a microelectromechanical system that consists of a 3-axis accelerometer and a 3-axis gyroscope that are used to measure acceleration, velocity, orientation. Basically, I use it to know the orientation of my hand and move the mouse accordingly. As you can see, I have 3 outputs here: the yaw, pitch, and roll angles. If I move my hand this way, the yaw angle changes. And if I move it this way, the pitch angle changes. And if I move my hand this way, the roll angle changes. The yaw angle has a little bit of drift on it, and the accuracy of it is proportional to my mental sanity. There are a couple of ways to get rid of the drift, like using a magnetometer or coding a better algorithm, but it works fine, so I don't care. All the magic happens here, in this good old Arduino Leonardo. I wasn't sure how to use the sensor's data to interact with my PC, so I thought about making a C# script and use serial communication to read the values there, but the problem is that I didn't know shit about serial communication. Thankfully, the Arduino Leonardo has a built-in USB communication, which means that I can simulate mouse movements and keystrokes using these helpful libraries here. So I don't have to work that much. Here's the code that no one cares about, and here's working so far. I can move things, click on things, and that's pretty much it. It's fucking useless for now. But I'm sure you're wondering, how does this help with climate? Can I play League of Legends with this shit? Yes, I can. Kinda. It needs a fucking ton of tuning, but surprisingly, I think I discovered an even more stressful way to play this fucking game. I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but I don't just have one hand, I have two. So I had to make something for my right hand to use so it doesn't feel stupid. And I made this simple arrangement of infrared distance sensors. This is pretty simple. The sensors measure the distance of something in front of them by calculating the angle of the reflected light. Then it uses those values to bind some key press to them, and here they are. Sadly, the MPU seems to go crazy when interacting with the infrared sensors. And I don't know the reason behind it, nor do I want to know the reason behind it, so I did the only reasonable thing to do. I used 2 Arduinos instead of 1. The first Arduino reads the MPU and flex sensor data, and the second Arduino reads the infrared sensor values. But since this is an Arduino Mega, it doesn't have the built-in USB communication of the Leonardo, I had to write a C# script to communicate with the Arduino. And the results were decent enough. Here's everything connected using some PCBs, a lot of jumper wires, and a ton of duct tape, because nothing says bad electronics project more than a ton of duct tape and some wires. Now that I realized that it would be difficult for me to play League with this shit, I started making a new game. A game less toxic. A game specially made for the Wea Controller. So I made this prototype in Unity. It works fine, it's nothing too fancy. I mean, everything here is made out of simple shapes, and I reuse a lot of code and assets from my unfinished projects. The player uses a character controller with a simple state machine, and it can shoot bullets. The enemies are just cubes with bones for now, but they turn into ragdolls after they die, so it's pretty fun to kill them, and currently they don't move. But that's okay. Now, this looks flashy and everything, but don't let the fancy graphics distract you from the fact that this is still a shitty game. It's just me overusing the same fucking shader that I just learned how to make, a couple of post-processing effects that I didn't know how to properly set, a full sound effects from this software, a little bit of slow motion to make it 100 times funnier, and a map not so properly made, and also a cute skybox that's obviously not designed by me. You might think that this took me a few hours or a day at max to put together, but it actually took me around a week. Yeah. Anyway, it's testing time. The serial communication with Unity gave me a few problems, and after searching for a bit I found some code to improve mine. Sadly, I couldn't manage to get all the infrared sensors working, so for now just one of them works, which is better than nothing, but here it is. Okay, I just needed to set everything, and I need to upload the sketches to the Arduinos. Okay, I just needed to set everything and connect all the things to my PC, and now it's time to test the game. So let's see how this works. I forgot to do something. So first I need to initialize the MPU 6050, and now the mouse is working properly, and also the movement should be working. As you can see, when I put my hand right here, I can move forward and I can shoot. Done. Now I can move.
After a couple of tries of dying of the first 10 seconds and not being able to restart the game because I forgot to add that feature, I managed to progress at my level. Although it's not exactly a level, it's more just a map with things randomly positioned on it. But when I got to the first platform, I realized that I forgot to implement the jump too. I was planning to do that with another sensor, but since I couldn't make them work properly, I wasn't able to jump at all. So I spent most of my time killing some cubes in an open map. Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty fun to do. The only frustrating thing was that every time I stopped the game I had to disconnect my Arduino because I think I wasn't closing my serial ports properly and that was messing with my code. Nevertheless, this was a pretty fun project to do, and I would like to improve this more in the future, maybe adding some kind of feedback to the Wea Controller, something like vibrations, flashes or electric shocks, you know, the fun stuff.
Do something really simple. I'm just gonna kill some cubes here and there and try to not get killed in the... Nope, damn it, fucking process. You will think that I implemented the slow motion mechanic because it looks cool, but actually I implemented that because my time reaction with this thing is fucking awful. Let's try again. Let's kill the hole. Let's kill some cubes again. At least the bullet collection is working properly. Try it again, damn it. No. You know, playing with the dead cubes, it's actually pretty funny. Look at them. They're all fluffy. Mierda, puta la wea. Conche tu madre, weón. No le puedo preguntar a la gala, weón. Está la wea.
For now, I think I'll keep trying to play League with this shit. I hope you enjoyed this video and please let me know in the comments what you think about it. Thank you for watching.
Oye, mira que con el guante, weón. Busca eso, pero me la llevé. Vamos, por favor. A uno. Ah. Casi.